Like many pet owners, I constantly worry about Mila. I cannot tell you the amount of time I've spent on a Google search, just typing into the search bar, is this behavior normal for my cat? How much should I be feeding my cat? Is this medication safe? The list goes on and on and on and on and on. I think my overarching question, and the one that I struggle to answer, is Mila happy? And because cats can't tell us if they're happy, and they have notorious poker faces, kind of have to rely on like physical and sometimes verbal cues to get an idea of how they're feeling. So I found this article online, 12 telltale signs that your cat is happy. I'm going to take each item on their checklist, and I'm gonna see if Mila does that behavior. And we'll find out once and for all if she is a happy kitty. Okay, so the first telltale sign of happiness is if she rubs up against me. When cats rub up against us, they leave a little bit of the oil from their fur. Now this does two things. Obviously, it's a sign of affection, shows that they love us and they're happy that we're there, but also it marks us as part of their colony. To be honest, I've never really thought about if she rubs up against me, but I guess let's see.
Hi, we love napping in a sunbeam.
Mila definitely rubs up against me. Sometimes it's after she's been playing and she comes inside. Sometimes it's after her afternoon nap and she'll lay next to me. So we're gonna put a smiley face in that first box and move on to the next sign. The second happiness sign is if they need or make biscuits. If your cat needs or makes biscuits on you, it means that they're in an excellent mood, they feel calm, safe, comfortable. Now when Mila was teeny tiny, she used to make biscuits quite a bit. And she does make biscuits now too, but only first thing in the morning. I'm gonna go on ahead and set up my security camera and we will see if we can catch her in the act. Not that it's creepy that I have a security camera watching me all night, but anything for biscuit content. As we can see from the security cam, Mila does make her biscuits in the morning, but only I can see, so I'm glad we were able to capture this. Gonna go ahead and put a smiley face in the make biscuits category. Third sign of happiness is that they slow blink at you. So direct eye contact in the cat world is considered pretty threatening. So if your cat slow blinks at you, that's like a huge sign that they love you. I don't honestly know if I've ever noticed Mila slow blinking at me, so I guess let's see. Hey, Mila, come here. I'm gonna slow blink at you. Okay, well, thank you for denying my love. That doesn't hurt. We're gonna put a sad face in the slow blinking because she did not even look at me while I was slow blinking at her. I don't know, maybe she just wants to play right now. She does love me, right? She's happy. Okay, anyways. Next on our kitty cat happiness checklist is grooming. Now, most cats have a pristine coat, partially due to their pretty much constant grooming habits. If your cat has like an unkempt coat, it might be a secret sign that they could be sick. So let's check in on Mila's grooming habits. Oh, well, this is convenient. Look at that shiny, perfect coat that you have. Oh my goodness, what a good groomer you are. She says I can look, but I cannot touch, and that's very fair. She spends a lot of her time grooming. Mila sort of lives in like this perpetual cycle of like sleep, groom, eat, groom, play, groom, back to sleep. So we're gonna mark a smiley face in the grooming box because she's an excellent groomer. Next on the list is your cat's eating habits. I certainly know if I'm not feeling happy or not feeling well, I'm not eating very much. So very similar to humans, if cats are eating a lot, it could be a sign that they're not feeling well. Mila hasn't missed a meal since I got her at 10 days old, and I would argue to say that she probably errs on the side of eating a little bit too much. On top of her wet and dry food, she also gets churros, plus any meat I'm cooking. I think it's safe to say that Mila is a certified member of the Clean Plate Club. So we're gonna put a happy face. I say what, we're gonna make it 2 happy faces in good eating habits. Next on our happiness checklist is purring. Cats purr when they're feeling safe, warm, and content. I always like to interpret Mila's purrs, especially when I'm like scratching her cheeks, as her saying, yes, keep doing that, don't stop. Mila's not much of a purrer. I've been around quite a few cats and I know cats that are big purrs, and Mila is certainly not one of them. Let's see if we can catch it on camera, but it might be tricky. So like I said, Mila's not much of a purrer. Sometimes she'll do it in the morning when she's like making her biscuits, but it's very rare. I think she's more expressive with her tail than she is with the purr, but we're gonna have to put a sad face in the purr category. They emit a high-pitched purr or chirp. So high-pitched purr or chirp can be interpreted as a cat saying, I'm super happy, let's keep doing this, everything is fun. Mila does this like high-pitched chirp or like a trill almost when she's playing, when she wants to play, and sometimes she even wakes me up in the morning with the high-pitched trill. Oh God, she's climbing the walls. She is climbing the walls. Oh God, Mila. Hey, hey, hi. What's the plan, bud? Okay, yeah, that's probably safer. You gonna play? So while she was playing, she made her little trill noise, and then she meows at me from time to time when she wants something. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the smiley face to the trilling and chirp category. Next on the happiness checklist is they greet you with meows. So sign of a happy cat is a cat that meows at you when you come in the door. Now I imagine people who go to work and come back probably get this quite a bit from their cats, but because I don't leave Mila for very long because I work from my computer at home, she doesn't meow at me a ton when I come in the door, at least not, I don't think so. You know what, let's see. Stretch. Hi. Oh my goodness. So she doesn't necessarily meow every time I come in the door, but she does greet me. So we're gonna go ahead and add a smiley face to this category as well. Their tail is in the question mark position. Now I know cats' tails can be interpreted different ways, but I did not know before I read this article that the question mark tail is a sign of a happy, confident cat. And I've never quite noticed Mila walking around with a question mark tail, but I also haven't looked for it, so let's see. Is that a question mark tail I see? It is. Look at that. Now that I'm on the lookout for it, it's kind of wild to like catch her question mark tail on camera. But I know for certain the question mark tail is in her tail arsenal and she's using it regularly. So we're gonna put a happy face next to question mark tail. Are you a happy, confident cat? We don't need no question mark tail to tell us that, do we, Mila? Okay, next point. They want to cuddle. Cuddling is a sign of pure love and trust from your cat. Though cats are solitary creatures, they do generally like imprint on one person. Now, Mila isn't a big cuddler, but I am curious to track Mila's like tendencies when we're resting, because while she's not one to like come up and need me and hang out while I'm watching TV, she generally is pretty near. I don't know, let's see. Okay, so just as I expected, the results on cuddling aren't great. She loves to be near me, but she's not a cuddler. And I say that as she's sitting on my lap. I know she just wants to play and that's why she's sitting on my lap. Yep, see? You're doing an attack. Oh, okay. To be honest, I don't need her to be a big cuddler. I'm not an overly affectionate person myself. So I think having a cat that was very cuddly and very near would stress me out. So I'm kind of glad that she's not like that, but that's definitely a sad face in the cuddler box. Okay, next on the happiness checklist is your cat being eager to play. Happy, healthy cats like to play. And I know this varies with age range, like kittens obviously are way more playful, but I've seen many adult cats that still bat at a toy or two. And Mila being what, 8.5 months now, I think her play tendencies are pretty obvious, but let's check it out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mila is one of the most playful beings on the planet, so I think absolutely eager to play, that's a yes. And finally, all's well in the litter box. So another interesting thing I didn't know before I read this article was that if your cat is like going to the bathroom outside of their litter box, that can mean something. It could mean that they're unhealthy or maybe they're upset about something. Mila's litter box tendencies are pretty consistent, but let's check them out. Mila uses her litter box twice a day. Once in the morning, once at night, every single day, forever. So we are marking litter box habits with a smiley face. It looks like she exhibits 9 out of 12 signs of telltale happiness in cats. After going through this exercise and reflecting for a minute, I know Mila's happy. I think cats, like humans, show their happiness and love in different ways. Mila's not super affectionate or really that cuddly, but she loves being outside. She's excellent at adventures, and I think that she hits enough of these marks to tell me she's a happy cat. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link to the cat happiness article in the description along with the scorecard that I just used for Mila. Go on ahead and check your cat for the signs of happiness and let me know how they do in the comments. Okay guys, that's all for this time. I think me and Mila are going to go and play after she's done grooming, of course. You guys know the cycle. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.